you know.
Yeah, and then staying on IITs, innovations from IITs. So IITs are encouraging students to take on this path of innovation, and a lot of times it's seen that they're pushing them to start company early and have their own company set up, and almost every IIT now has an incubation center.
Yes.
So do you think it's a right model to push students to into this real world where he has to manage both innovation and at the same time take care of the paperwork, regulation and everything?
It cuts both ways. So I'll maybe the simple answers to this question are known. So let me make it open, unravel the thing a little bit more. The first point, what I mentioned some time back, is about the teachers part of it. Most of the manufacturing teachers today, you can say, may not have manufactured anything themselves. And what example I was giving you earlier was that imagine learning, heart surgery from a surgeon who has never done heart surgery himself, or let's say a lawyer who has never fought a case in court, or accounting from someone who has never seen a balance sheet. It's not possible. So manufacturing is also a technology which has to be practiced and then taught to people. So most faculty would have never done manufacturing or design or maybe started a company. How can they actually teach students? So starting innovation centers and incubation centers in institutions is a good step forward, that it sensitizes the community of both faculty and student that there is some game and you have to get on to that. But students who have never had any exposure to real world, again they are hardly equipped to do, they have no idea how to maybe, as I said, file a balance sheet or even how to start a company. The faculty know. Of course you can say I will bring in a lawyer or accountant to teach those things, that paperwork what you mentioned can be done. But the real product development and the real marketing game, and then also the putting a team together and managing the team and so on, these are not taught in school, they are not can be learnt on paper, they are not theoretical. That's why many times we say that the chances of success are higher if you have failed before. To some extent I can say that if I had not, in some quote unquote, failed in my casting software, I told you it was not a success, it's not a failure but not success. I don't think I would have been able to teach my students who are doing now the medical devices. I'm able to hold their hand much better because of my experience, previous experience, the product development and marketing and everything else. So we need to bring it. How do you compensate for that? I just mentioned that you bring in more experts to flow through the system, bring in real entrepreneurs and real managers and let them talk to the students and so on. The other way is that in each team, if you can have not only students but also, let us say, working professionals, let's say alumni, let's say, those who work for a couple of years and then they come back and then they join hands with these students, and let's say you have some faculty who have some core technology who want to productize that, that will be a beautiful team. So you need to put all the elements together to succeed. So these are good starting points, but I think you need to bring in other elements to improve the success rate of the incubators actually taking the products to market and staying in the market and sustaining their business.